हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम टू माय चैनल ओमनी ज्ञान। मेरे चैनल ओमनी ज्ञान में आप सब लोगों का फिर से बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। सो अनदर इम्पॉर्टेंट लेसन फ्रॉम स्नैपशॉट्स इंग्लिश फॉर क्लास 11, द टेल ऑफ मेलन सिटी, एंड दिस इज अ पोम एक्चुअली बाय विक्रम सेठ. And I'm going to do here a line by line explanation as I always do. Before that, let me first of all wish all of you a very happy and merry and blessed Christmas. May all of you enjoy your Christmas. May the Lord Almighty bless all of you and fulfill all your dreams and aspirations. So without any further delay, let us start the explanation of the poem The Tale of Melon City by Vikram Seth. Now, I would like to request all of you to keep the book in front of you. I have divided the poem into stanzas. These stanzas are actually not there in the book in the way that I have presented here, okay? तो आप लोग थोड़ा सा किताब को सामने रखिए और मार्क कीजिए, बिकॉज आई विल नॉट बी रीडिंग द लाइन्स, ओके? मैं लाइन्स को रीड नहीं करूंगा. इट विल सिंपली इंक्रीज द लेंथ ऑफ द वीडियो लंबा हो जाएगा. तो आप लोग जो है, मैं बस आई जस्ट शो यू द लाइन्स, okay, without reading, and you tick mark like from in the city of which I sing to spectators there, okay? तो आप mark कीजिए and you mark in your book and you listen to the explanation, see the explanation, okay? It's all in English, okay? Somewhere I'll be using Hindi also, but those of you who have a little problem in understanding Hindi, you can see the screen, okay? Watch the screen and listen to the explanation also. Watch the screen. Everything here is in English only. I will not be using Hindi all the time. 10%, 5% of the time Hindi, the rest all in English, okay? Anyways, so these are the first 6 lines of the poem, okay? From in the city to edify spectators there, okay? So itna tak. So what is the explanation? The explanation here is that the poet talks about a city ruled by a just and calm king. Just means somebody who upholds justice. There is a city which is ruled by a king, and the king is very just, very fair. बहुत ही fair राजा है. There's a very fair and just king, and he is a very calm and cool king. He does not get angry on his subjects. The subjects are very happy with their king. Okay. The king was known for being fair and peaceful in his rule. So the king was very good. He was known for being fair. His judgment sense was very good. Okay, he was never partial, in judging. So he was fair and he was very peaceful in his ruling. Okay, that he ruled his city, that he ruled the kingdom. He was very peaceful in his rule. So definitely subjects were very happy with the king. Now, one day the king ordered an arch to be built on the main road of the city. Okay? Okay. So the king ordered one day that let an arch be built. Arch is something like of this one. Okay. Let an arch be built on the main road of the city. आपने कभी-कभी bridges भी देखा होगा ना? You might have seen bridges where there is a bridge, okay, and it is arch type. Okay. So the king ordered that let an arch be built on the main road of the city. Now, he believed that the arch would look beautiful and inspire the people who passed by. Okay, so the king believed that the arch should be beautiful. The arch will look beautiful because it will be constructed in the middle of the city and it will inspire the people who passed by. ठीक है, जो लोग उस आर्च के साइड से पास करेंगे और या आर्च के नीचे से पास करेंगे, they would actually feel very good, feel very happy by looking at this beautiful arch. Okay. Now stanza 2, from the workman to appeared upon his placid face. ठीक है, तो these are the next 7 lines that you have. Please mark in your book. Let me not read and make the video long. मैं simply short में explain कर देता हूँ आपको. Let me explain in short. All right. And here also you have the king said, this is a disgrace too. The rope and gallows were arranged. So till here you can mark. Okay. Now let us start. Okay, explanation. The king had ordered the arch to be built, so the workers followed his command and built it. The king ने order किया, the king ordered that the arch has to be built in the middle of the city. So the workers, those who were there in the construction team, they had to obey the command, the order of the king, and they built it. उन्होंने कंस्ट्रक्ट कर दिए इस आर्च को, दे कंस्ट्रक्टेड द आर्च. ओके, नाउ इनॉग्रेशन इज इंपॉर्टेंट. Now to inaugurate the arch and show it to the people, the king went to the main road. Okay, you might know this thing that when a building is constructed, the construction is completed. The important people from the city, like politicians or people from the officers from the administration, they come to inaugurate. They cut ribbon, right? So inauguration is important. So the king decided to inaugurate the arch and show it to the people. So the king went to the main road to inaugurate the arch. ठीक है, inauguration करने के लिए king जो है वो main road चले गए. Now as he passed under the arch, it hit his head and his crown fell down. अब king wears a crown. So when the king went as he passed under the arch के नीचे से, say this is the arch, okay, this is the arch. So when the king passed under the arch, the ceiling actually, if you put it in this way, the ceiling actually hit the crown of the king. जो मुकुट है king के, the crown of the king, okay, and the crown fell on the ground. तो crown जो है वो जमीन पे गिर गया. Why this happened is because this happened because the arch was built too low. तो arch का जो construction था, the construction of the arch was the height of the arch was very low, and the king was tall. So that is why the crown touched the ceiling of the arch and the crown fell down. Now the king became very angry, obviously. The king's calm face immediately changed, showing his great anger. तो राजा जो है वो बहुत गुस्सा हो गया. The king became very angry, and the calmness on his face, it changed into anger now. Obviously, crown fell. His crown is his, how to put it? His crown is his shan, his honor. His honor fell on the ground. So he felt very angry, very disrespected. Okay. So he became angry on the workers. Now he felt that this was an insult to his honor. Obviously, crown is the honor of the king. So the king felt that it was an insult to my honor. Now the king ordered that the chief builder, the main person behind the construction, the chief builder of the arch should be hanged. So the king became so angry. See, this king is a good king. Okay, he is a just, fair, very calm and peaceful king. But now he became so angry that he ordered that the chief builder, the main builder of this arch should be hanged to death. इसको फांसी पे चढ़ा देना चाहिए, जो मेन जो बिल्डर है, the chief builder. Now to carry out the order, now order has to be carried. So to carry out the order, ropes and the gallows were prepared. तो ropes लाया गया and the gallows were prepared. Gallows क्या होता है? Gallows is a type of a platform on which criminals were hanged actually. Okay, ऐसे जो है ऐसा होगा. It is something like this, and then there will be the rope and the person will be hanged here. ठीक है, person को यहाँ पे hang किया जाता है. So the ropes were brought, the gallows were prepared, and because the order has to be carried, and the chief builder will now be executed, will now be hanged. Okay. अब stanza 3 देखिए, the chief of builders. Okay, the chief of builders. Then here you have hanged instead. ठीक है, please mark in your book. I am not reading. And here also the workman looked surprised till made of the wrong size. The bricks were made of the wrong size. Till here you can mark. यहाँ तक आप mark कीजिए. Alright. मैं फिर से आपको दिखाता हूँ. You can pause and you can mark. Okay. Alright. Let me move on with the explanation. The chief of builders was found and brought to be punished. So the soldiers, they went to search for the chief builder. So the chief builder was found, he was brought, and now the soldiers were ready to punish him. Okay, he was now going to be hanged. So he was taken before the king. So they took him to the king. Okay, the soldiers took him to the king. Right? As soon as he saw the king, he shouted that the workmen were to blame. Now what happened is that the chief builder told the king that it is not my fault. Okay, it is not my fault. The workers actually, the normal workers actually were to be blamed, not me. Okay, ठीक है, आपको समझ में आ गई ये चीज. When the chief builder was brought to the king said that you are going to be hanged. The chief builder said that, king, it is not my fault. It is the workmen, the workers actually, the other workers who were actually constructing. They were to be blamed. Okay, and they should be hanged, not me. So the king stopped the punishment immediately. The king understood, okay, so it may not be the fault of the chief builder, it is the fault of the workers. Okay, so the king stopped the punishment. The king did not punish the chief builder. He stopped his hanging thing. And what happened? The king ordered that the workmen should be hanged instead. So Raja ne ordered there that bring the workers should be hanged instead of the chief builder. So now the chief builder escaped the punishment. Chief builder को छोड़ दिया गया. Or workmen, all the workers were brought and they were to be hanged instead. Now the workmen were shocked by this order. Okay, तो workers जो है ये shocked हो गए इस decision से. They were shocked. Okay, they said it was not their fault. Now the workers were also brought to the king, and the workers cried. The workers pleaded to the king that oh king, it is not our fault also. Okay, ये हमारी भी गलती नहीं है. And the explanation that they gave to the king was, they explained that the bricks were not of the correct size. The workers explained the king that king, actually it is not our fault also. The bricks that were brought for the construction were not of correct size. ये जो ईंट लाया गया, ईंटें जो लाए गए, the bricks, the size of the bricks were wrong, incorrect. Okay, that is why all this happened. So it is not our fault also. It is the fault of the person who supplied the bricks. जिन्होंने, जो आदमी जिसने ब्रिक सप्लाई किया, ये उसकी गलती है. Now, from summon the masons, okay, the architect was summoned. यहाँ तक till here. I'll just pause. You can pause the video and you can put a bracket or tick mark in your book. Okay, ठीक है. We'll go with the stanza 4 explanation. When the king heard that the bricks had the wrong signs, it will be size actually. Anyways, SIZD. It was of the wrong size. He called the masons. Masons are those who actually construct bricks. Okay, if you put it in that way, actually, masons are those who are actually the head, constructors. Okay, and they work in big projects. Okay, so when the king heard that the bricks had wrong size, जो bricks है वो गलत size के हैं, तो he called the masons. Now the masons stood trembling in front of the king. तो mason जो है, they were very afraid that they were going to be hanged now. So they came in front of the king, and now the masons also said that it is not our fault, king. It is the fault of, they blame the architect for the mistake. तो उन्होंने किसके ऊपर अब blame डाल दिया? They blame the architect. So when they were going to be executed, the masons, when they were going to be executed, they explained the king that king, it is not our fault also. It is the fault of the architect. The architect should be punished. The architect should be hanged. Architect is one who designs buildings. जो building design किए जाते हैं, then what size of bricks, what size of rods are to be used in the construction process. All this thing is done by the architect. That is why, big bridges, okay, famous bridges that we see are actually first designed by the architects. Okay, what will be the height of the bridge, what will be the length of the bridge, what will be the width of the bridge, all or buildings. Okay, all these are first done by the architect. So the mason said that the architect is to be blamed because it was because of his incorrect design that this mistake occurred. So it is not our fault. So the king now said, okay, no need to blame, no need to hang the masons, call the architect. So the king summoned the architect. So architect को अब बुलाया गया. Okay, so the architect was brought before the king. Now we go with stanza 5. From well to I showed them to you. ठीक है, यहाँ तक आप थोड़ा देख लीजिए. You can pause the video. And from again the king to the wisest man in this country. यहाँ तक till here you can tick mark. Okay, मैं फिर से थोड़ा दिखा देता हूँ so that you can pause. From well architect to the wisest man in this country. ठीक है, इसको आप मार्क कर लीजिए and look at the explanation now. The king tells the architect that he is guilty and must be put to death. So the architect was brought before the king, and the king said that you are guilty and you must be hanged, you must be put to death, without any doubt. At once, the architect says that the king himself made small changes to the original plan. So now the architect actually put the blame on the king himself. The architect said that, "Oh king, it is not my fault, because when I was doing the design, when I was doing the main design, you came and you had made some small changes to the original plan. So the design that I had made, you came." The architect is telling the king that, "King, the design that I had made was actually different. And then you came and you changed my design. You made small changes to my original plan. So actually, it is your fault." Now you see, the architect is directly telling the king that, "King, it is your fault, because you came and you told me to make some small changes in the design. So it is not I who is to be blamed. It is not the mason who is to be blamed. It is not the workman who is to be blamed. Okay, it is not the chief builder who is to be blamed. It is you who is to be blamed, because you made changes in my original design." Look at the audacity of this architect. Okay, he's blaming the king now. So that means what? This means the king was actually responsible for the wrongly built arch. So finally, the blame fell on the king, and the king was responsible for the wrongly built arch. Now, obviously, if you blame the king, he's the king, right? So the king becomes angry on hearing this. तो किंग को बहुत ज्यादा गुस्सा है इस चीज पे, that how dare you blame me? I'm the king and you are blaming me. But then the king thought, okay, now see here, okay. Now, however, since he is fair and calm by nature, he decides not to act in haste. Haste means hurry. तो राजा ने, क्योंकि राजा थोड़ा शांत स्वभाव का था, because the king was very calm and cool and peaceful by nature. He was fair also, okay, in his judgment. Though he was angry, but then he thought that, let me not give the decision in a hurry. Let me first think. Okay, राजा ने सोचा कि मैं थोड़ा इसके बारे में थोड़ा सोचता हूँ. Is it actually my fault? Okay, am I actually responsible for the wrong construction of this arch? Now he feels that the matter is confusing and needs advice. तो राजा ने सोचा that this matter has become very confusing and I need advice of somebody who is wise. मुझे एक wise किसी आदमी की advice चाहिए. I need advice of somebody who is wiser than me, okay, or as wise as me, right? So he orders that the wisest person alive be brought to him. तो उसने अपने सोल्जर्स को ऑर्डर किया दैट ब्रिंग द वाइजेस्ट पर्सन हु इज अलाइव एंड ब्रिंग दैट वाइजेस्ट पर्सन टू मी. मेरे पास एक बहुत वाइज आदमी को, बुद्धिमान किसी आदमी को, व्यक्ति को मेरे पास लेके आओ, सो दैट ही कैन एडवाइस मी व्हाट शुड आई डू नाउ. ओके, बिकॉज द मैटर हैज बिकम कंफ्यूजिंग, बिकॉज द एंटायर ब्लेम हैज फॉलन अपॉन मी नाउ. ठीक है, अब आगे देखते हैं. Now, यहाँ से आप देखिए, the wisest man was found and brought and it must be hanged. Okay, और फिर इस यहाँ तक, okay, till here. Okay, the wisest man was found and brought, the crown off and it must be hanged. Okay, यहाँ तक till here you can mark. Okay, I'll just pause for 2-3 seconds. You can also pause the video. Okay, okay, let's go to the explanation. Okay. Now the soldiers carried the carried the order of the king and they found the wisest man in the kingdom. तो बहुत एक बुद्धिमान आदमी को ढूंढा गया, was found and brought to the king. Now obviously wise men will be old only, so this wise man was very old and weak also. Because he was old, he was weak also, so he had to be carried to the royal court. This wise man, he was very old, so he was very weak, unable to walk, वो चलने के काबिल नहीं था. So he had to be carried to the royal court. उसको उठा के लाया गया क्योंकि वो चलने के पोजीशन में नहीं था. He was not in a position to walk, so he was carried to the royal court. He could not walk or see also properly because of his old age. उसके वो बूढ़ा हो चुका था. He had become very old, so neither he could walk nor he could see properly because of his old age. And he was very wise because of his long life and experience. Obviously, somebody who is very old has a long experience. Long life means long experience. So he was considered to be very wise. And because of his old age, his voice had become very shaky. बूढ़े आदमी जो है थोड़े shake करके बात करते हैं, right? I mean, their voice is little shaky. So in a shaky voice, he gave his judgment. अब देखिए, shaky can be because of two reasons. First of all, he was afraid to be in front of the king, and second, because of his old age. Okay, but he finally gave his judgment. उसने अपना judgment मतलब he gave his advice. The king said, "You give me advice." That the architect told me that it was my fault, because of which the arch was built wrongly, incorrectly. So now you advise me what I should do. Now he said that the old man, the wise man said that, okay, he here is the wise man. So the wise man said that the one who was at fault must be punished. तो wise man ने कहा जिसकी गलती है उसी को punishment मिलना चाहिए. Okay. Anyone who has done the mistake, anyone who was at fault must be punished. जिसने गलती की punishment उसी को मिलना चाहिए. And according to him, it was the arch that knocked off the king's crown. तो इस wise man ने कहा, the king, you see that it is nobody's fault. It is not your fault also. Who has knocked down your crown? Because of whom your crown fell down? Because of the arch, your crown has fallen down on the ground. Therefore, the wise man said, this is the wise man, okay. Therefore, the wise man said that the arch should be hanged. Okay. Now, this is comedy. Arch is a non-living thing. But look at this wise man. That is why he is a wise man, you see. इसीलिए तो ये व्यक्ति इतना wise है. That is why he is a wise man. So this wise man, he said that nobody is to be blamed. Neither the chief builder, nor the workman, neither the mason, nor the architect. Okay, nobody is to be blamed. You are also not to be blamed, king. Who is responsible that your crown fell down, that your honor was hurt, that you were insulted? Because of whom? Because of the arch. So let this arch be hanged. This arch is the real culprit. This arch is the real criminal. So this arch should be hanged. इस arch को फांसी पे चढ़ा दीजिए आप. ये arch responsible है. Okay. Now look at this. Now just imagine. Okay. Look at this. Look at the king. He is very good. But any king who is not able to decide properly, judge properly, cannot be considered a king. Let me tell you. All right. Now, anyways, I'll come to that a little later. Let me complete the poem first. From here, okay, stanza 7. Though in your book it is not stanza 7, but I divided the lines accordingly. So, to the scaffold, and then restless who was muttering aloud. Okay. Till here, you can pause and mark in your book. Then, next lines you can mark. The king perceived their mood and trembled, and till someone, and that immediately. यहाँ तक you mark, okay. So basically from to the scaffold to someone and that immediately. Okay? Okay. I'm moving with the explanation. Now see here. The king accepted the advice of the wise man. So the king accepted the advice of the wise man. The arch was about to be taken for public execution. So they decided to execute, to hang the arch. So the arch was about to be taken for public execution. So all the people will be, because the arch cannot be moved, right? You cannot move a bridge. You cannot move a building. Everyone has to come in front of the building. So the arch was about to be taken for public execution. So suddenly what happened? Now comes the twist in the poem, okay? One minister of the royal court objected. So एक minister जो है in the royal court, when the arch was about to be hanged, आर्च को फांसी पे चढ़ाएंगे. अब कैसे चढ़ाएंगे? God knows how they are going to hang the arch. Okay. Anyways, when the process was about to be completed, when the arch was about to be hanged, suddenly one minister of the royal court objected. इसने objection raise किया. Please stop, please stop. Stop the execution of the arch. I have something to say, one minister said. He said it would be shameful to hang something that had touched the king's head. Right? अब इसको समझने की कोशिश कीजिए. Okay, the rest of the poem I'll definitely explain. Now, this minister said that it will be a shameful act to hang something that had touched the king's head. कि ये बहुत शर्मनाक चीज होगा किसी ऐसे चीज को हैंग करना जिसने राजा के सर को छुआ है. Somebody that had touched the king's head, because it is a matter of blessing. Touching the king's head is a matter of blessing. Right or wrong? Okay. So the arch cannot be hanged. Now you see, the king also thought, yes, I agree with the minister. So the king agreed with the minister. Yes, this arch has actually taken my blessing by touching my head. Okay, not insulted me. By then the crowd also became restless and angry. तो क्राउड जो है वहां पे जो एग्जीक्यूशन फांसी देखने के लिए आया था, द क्राउड दैट हैड गैदर्ड टू वॉच द हैंगिंग थिंग ऑफ द आर्च, दे आल्सो बिकेम रेस्टलेस, दे आल्सो बिकेम एंग्री. अरे भाई, जल्दी जल्दी कोई रिजल्ट तो निकले, लेट रिजल्ट कम आउट फास्ट. Okay, first you call the chief builder, then you call the workman, then you call mason, then you call the architect, then you call the wise man. Then the wise man says that the arch is to be hanged, and now the minister is objecting that no, the arch has not done any wrong, rather it has taken blessing from the king. Okay, so the crowd was getting restless. Arey, who will be punished? Bhai, give the punishment fast. We are wasting our time only here. So the crowd became very restless and angry. Let's come to a decision. So now they demanded that the guilty person should be punished. So all the crowd shouted that no, let the guilty person be punished fast. Okay, jaldi jaldi, जो भी जिसने भी गलत किया, anybody who has done wrong, let that guilty person be punished and fast. Okay, बहुत टाइम हो गया. It has been a long time. Okay, हम लोग वेट कर रहे हैं. We are waiting to see the result. Who is to be punished? Now the king, who was calm and fair, understood the mood of the people. तो ये राजा, ये तो people loving राजा था. The king loved his subjects very much. So the king came to the conclusion that he understood the mood of the people. तो उसने जो है लोगों के mood को समझा. He said that deciding the guilty was very important and should be postponed. ठीक है? And should not be postponed. I'm sorry. It will be not and should not be postponed. So Raja ने बोला कि no, he addressed the crowd. Okay, he told the crowd that no, the guilty was very important and should not be postponed. Okay, the जो guilty है, जिसने भी ये crime किया है, उसको जल्दी जल्दी सजा मिलना चाहिए. He should be punished without any delay. So he added that once the guilty was decided, the execution would be done without delay. So उसने कहा कि जैसे ही गिल्टी आदमी को पकड़ा जाएगा उसको पनिश किया जाएगा. Once the guilty person would be caught, he would be punished without any delay. ठीक है? So this decision is very important. Who is actually the main culprit? अभी तक यही तो नहीं मिला. Till now they have not been able to found that who is actually guilty. कौन है guilty? यही तो confusion है. Now the confusing reason is this, that who actually is guilty, who is to be punished. Okay. Anyways, now stanza 8 from the news then was therefore hanged by royal decree. यहाँ तक you can mark. Okay. All right, I'll move now. Explanation. To decide who should be executed, they prepared a news. ठीक है. तो कौन एक्चुअली में कौन गिल्टी है ये जानने के लिए who is to be executed, who is to be hanged, they prepared a noose. Now the rule was that the person whose neck fit into the noose would be hanged. तो उन्होंने एक noose prepare किया. Noose मतलब noose is actually, you see, ये जो फांसी का फंदा होता है ना, the rope where a person is hanged, that is called a noose. Now what was the rule? The rule was that any person whose neck would fit in this noose, जिस आदमी का गला जो है इस नूज के अंदर फिट होगा, that person will be hanged. Now look at the judgment process. Have you heard about this kind of judgment ever? that they are not able to find the guilty, so any person whose neck would fit in this noose, जिस आदमी का neck जो है इस noose में fit होगा उसको hang किया जाएगा. That person may not be guilty also, right? ये person guilty नहीं भी तो हो सकता है, right? But then this was the order of the king. Okay, so each man was called forward and measured one by one. तो वहाँ crowd में जितने लोग थे, all the people in the crowd, including his own soldiers also, including everybody who were there, okay, his officials also, the king's officials also, the ministers from the royal court also, all the common people also, all were called one by one, and they measured into the noose to check whether whose neck would fit in this noose, किसका neck जो है इस noose में आके fit होगा, that person is to be hanged. So they started measuring every person with the noose one by one. Now the noose was fixed at a very high level. तो noose का height जो था, the height of the noose was fixed at a a good height. Okay. Now only one man was tall enough to reach fit into the noose. तो पहले तो noose को जो है बहुत ऊपर hang किया गया था, इस रस्सी को बहुत ऊपर hang किया गया था, and there were nobody was tall to reach the noose actually. कोई इतना लंबा नहीं था जो इस noose पे fit हो सके. Now only one man was there whose height was so tall that it exactly fitted into the noose. He reached the height also and his neck also fitted into the noose. इसका neck भी जो है fit हो गया, इसका height भी जो है मिल गया. The height also matched and the neck size also matched with the noose. Who was that? That man was the king himself. That man was the king himself. The only person in the entire crowd was the king. And as law said, because the king had himself found that law, the rule, that anybody whose height and neck would match the noose will be hanged. So that man was only the king, no one else. So the king was hanged by the official force of law. So finally, the king was hanged. तो राजा को hang किया गया by the official force of law, because the king worked under law only. The king worked under law. The king said that the king had this view that everything was to be done under law. So finally the king was hanged. इस राजा को hang किया गया. ठीक है, अब आगे देखते हैं stanza 9. Thank goodness we found someone till the king is dead. तो यहाँ पे आप ये line, you can see this line very clearly. The king is dead. Now here you have this long live the king, long live the king. Why did the ministers say long live the king? Why did the people say long live the king? The king is dead. Let's see. Explanation. The ministers of the royal court felt relieved when they found someone to be punished for the faulty arch. तो ministers बहुत खुश हुए, उनको आराम मिला. The ministers actually felt relieved that, oh, finally nobody was hanged. It was the king who was hanged, and finally somebody was found guilty and he got his punishment. The king got his punishment. Now, they were afraid that if no one was punished, the angry crowd would start doubting the power of the crown. Now you see, actually before the hanging thing, before hanging the king, the ministers were afraid that if the king denied that, no, why should I be hanged? I am the king. Okay, then the crowd will become angry. That is, the king has set the rule, the king has set the law, and the king is acting. The king is the king does not respect the law himself. The king does not respect his own rule, the law himself. And the angry crowd may attack all the ministers, including the king also. But nothing as such happened. The king accepted the punishment and he was hanged. Okay. Now the crowd shouted, long live the king. Okay, now this is an irony actually. This shows because the king was already dead. So the king was dead. So they shouted, long live the king, long live the king. Why? Because the king did not deny the punishment. King ने जो है punishment deny नहीं किया. He accepted the punishment. He was hanged. That means what? The king respected the law. Even if it was his own hanging also, still he respected the law. That is why the crowd shouted, long live the king, long live the king. So the king died, okay? तो राजा जो है वो मर गया. Now people wished for the king's long life, yet they were also relieved to execute someone even though it turned out to be the king himself. Actually, people, were very afraid because the king is very powerful, right? So the people were afraid that if the king would deny the punishment, then somebody from the crowd would have to be hanged, right? A crowd में से किसी को hang किया जाता, तो the people felt very happy. The ministers felt very happy that the king accepted the punishment and we were saved. हम बच गए. Okay. Next, stanza 10. They pondered the dilemma. Now another problem arose actually. Be enforced with due ceremony. यहाँ तक आप mark कीजिए. You mark till here, and then we move on. Okay, explanation. तो आपने देख लिया. वहाँ तक आप mark कीजिए. Please mark till there. Okay. This is stanza 10. Okay. One more stanza left. 2 more stanzas left. Okay. At first, the ministers could not decide how to choose a new king. Now, this is another problem. This was another problem. Now, who will be their new king? इनका नया राजा अब कौन होगा? राजा तो मर गया. They discussed the matter calmly and wisely. अब वो बैठ के इस मैटर को डिस्कस करने लगे. They started discussing the matter that who will be our next king. Let us think wisely. Finally, they sent official messengers to announce a decision. So, finally, the ministers sent an official messenger to announce a decision. Now, what is the decision? Who is going to be the next king? Okay, the decision nikla. So the ministers declared that the next person who passed through the city gate would choose the new king. Right. So they declared that any person who would enter the city gate will be given the power to choose the new king. उसको ये power दिया जाएगा that you select a new king for us. Anyone who would enter the city gate first. Okay. So the chosen person would be crowned with a proper ceremony as was the custom. So anybody who would choose that, anybody who would enter that gate will have the power to choose the king. Okay. And that king will be crowned with proper ceremony. And that was a custom of the kingdom, that city. Now, a man passed by the city gate. This was a standard answer to. यहाँ तक आप mark कीजिए please. Stanza 11. And then from here again all questions till and reverently set it down. यहाँ तक आप देखिए. Alright. तो यहाँ पे देखिए. The next person to come to the city gate was a man who was considered an idiot. So now the first person, the next person actually who entered the city gate was a very idiot person, stupid person. There was nothing inside his head. But obviously, rule is rule, law is law. The guard stopped him and asked him to name the next king, to choose the next king. So, as per the decision, the guards, the soldiers stopped this idiot man and asked him, so you are the person to enter the city gate, so you have to now select our king. Now, he was an idiot. This man who entered the city gate was an idiot. So, he replied, a melon. Melon to you know, watermelon. Alright. This watermelon will be our new, because he was an idiot. No, he did not understand what the guards asked him. So, he simply replied, randomly replied, a melon. Now, this word came from his mouth means a melon has to be made a king. Okay. Now, this was not a mistake. He gave the same answer to every question because he loved melons. Actually, this idiot man, this stupid man, actually he loved melons so much, watermelons so much, that to whatever question he was asked, he always answered melons, melons, melons only. So to this question also, that you choose our next king, it randomly came out of his mouth that melon. So the ministers believed his answer. So the ministers also accepted his answer. Okay, so melon has to be made the new king. So they brought a melon and they crowned a melon as the king. So watermelon को राजा बनाया गया उस city का. So the watermelon, the melon was made the king of that city. And the melon was placed on the throne and declared the ruler of the city. So this watermelon was placed on the throne. He was, and for not he, it was, okay. The watermelon, on the watermelon's top, the crown was put, the watermelon was put on the throne, and the watermelon was declared the new king of the city. Stanza 11, this happened years ago and years ago. This stanza 12 actually, okay. This happened years ago, and when you ask the people the account of customary choice, okay, till here you can mark. Okay, so you can pause, and then from here again, if His Majesty rejoice, till the principles of laissez-faire, till here you mark. Okay, so many years ago, a melon was declared the king. So now we come to the present situation. अब present time में ये बहुत पहले की घटना है. Okay, so this incident that all had occurred many years ago. Now we come to the present situation. अब है present. अब present time में हम बात करते हैं. Okay, that many years ago, Melon was declared the king. Now, when people ask how this happened, the citizens say it was a customary choice. So now, when people ask that how this happened, how this happened, obviously, लोग जब अब पूछेंगे ना लोग, people will ask, no, that अरे how come Melon became the king of the city? So citizens answered that no, it was a customary choice. Okay, a rule was brought that anybody who would enter the city gate first will choose the king, and that person turned to be an idiot. That person chose a melon as the king. So the melon became the king. This means the rules led them to choose a melon as their king. This is very important. Let me tell you, students, this is very important. Rules are meant why? Why there are laws? Why there is a constitution of the country? Why there are rules and laws? Why? For the benefit, welfare of the people only. But that does not mean that rules are everything. No, sometimes a rule has to be flexible also. Sometimes rule has to be amended. Sometimes rules have to be changed also for the welfare of the people only. You cannot follow rules and regulations every time if it harasses the common people. If it harms the people, you cannot continue to follow that rule. You have to make some changes or amendments in the rules. But this king was so idiot that for him rules were everything. Rules was actually for him a maxim. Rules cannot be changed under any circumstances. If even that meant that I am to be hanged, even if the king is to be hanged, still then rules are rules. No, this is not the way to run a city. This is not a way to run a country. This is not a way to run a state. Rules sometimes have to be changed if that rule harms people, right? So it was rules actually that made them choose a melon as their king, because they made a rule that anybody who would enter the city gate will name their king, and this idiot person named Melon as their king. So they have to go as per rule. So they made Melon as their king. This is completely bizarre. This is an awkward rule, right or wrong? Yes. So for these people, these ministers, this king, okay, rules meant everything to them. No, this is wrong. In this way, you cannot run a country. In this way, you cannot rule a country. In this way, you cannot rule a nation, right? The people are very happy with a melon as their king. Obviously, idiot king, idiot people, idiot rule. So people are happy with this idiot rule only. So the people are happy with a melon as their king. They live peacefully and enjoy freedom. Obviously, melon will not tell anything. So these people live peacefully and enjoy freedom. अगर किसी ने कुछ किया भी तो ये मेलन तो कोई डिसीजन देगा ही नहीं. This melon, watermelon is a non-living thing. How can it give a decision? Alright? The king does not interfere in their life. Obviously, watermelon will never interfere in anybody's life. It is a non-living thing. वो कहाँ किसी के पर्सनल जिंदगी में इंटरफेरेंस देगा. And because of this, the people are prospering. Now, this is the irony of the poem actually. How can people prosper in a country where watermelon is the king? ये irony है. People are prospering in the sense what? See, if you do not have any law, any rule in a state or in any country, if you do not have any rule, any law, you don't have a king who is a living being. Okay, what will happen to that country? That country will go into the dogs. Right or wrong? That country will go to the dogs. That country will actually not prosper. But here it is an ironical statement. इस statement जो है ये ironical है क्योंकि look at this lines again. The king does not interfere in their lives. King, who is the king here? The melon is the king here. So the king does not interfere in their lives. People can do whatever they want. There's nobody to stop them. Okay, and because of this, the people are prospering. Prospering here is not the real sense, the real meaning of prosper. Prospering here means people can do whatever they want. They have absolute freedom because their king is a non-living thing. Their king is a melon. All right, and this is what the poem has to say. All right, कि यहाँ पे जो है rules, let me repeat once again, rules have to be changed sometimes for the betterment, for the welfare, for the for the prosperity of the people, for the development of a nation. Rules sometimes have to be changed, have to be amended. Even our constitution also, many times our some of the constitutional articles, clauses were amended, not changed, amended. It was modified. ओके, चेंज मतलब क्या, मॉडिफाई किया गया, एक दो उसमें नए कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल क्लॉजेस आए, आर्टिकल्स आए. इट इज नेसेसरी ऑल्सो समटाइम्स. ओके, बिकॉज say a rule was written 100 years back. After 100 years, some of the rules have to be changed. कुछ रूल्स जो है उसका चेंज होना जरूरी है, बिकॉज 100 years back system and today's system will not be same. But who is going to explain this idiot king? And because of this idiot king, he died. And then because of this idiot king, his ministers were idiot, his soldiers were idiot, the people also of this country, of this city were idiot. That is why they chose Melon as the king. Otherwise, everybody would have objected. When that idiot person said that the Melon will be the next king, all the people should have objected to it. You see, this poem is directly hinting at our present scenario, present situation, political situation of the country. The political situation of the country is that we do not have ample knowledge to which political leader we should go and vote, support through our voting power. Any political leader, any politician comes to our, comes to us, offers us job, offers us money, offers us some cash. It is happening in entire country. Okay, this comes often in the news. This is not something new that I'm telling. Okay, and there's no controversy regarding it. It has come many a times in the news. In our country, it happens every time. Okay, we people give vote, and then we complain when we do not get jobs, when we have unemployment problems, poverty issues, road construction issues, many issues we have. We keep complaining. We should not complain because we are the people who are giving them votes. Make them win elections. And when they become, when they go into power, they forget us. So this poem is actually a slap on all our faces. ये जो poem है, ये एक चाटा है, slap है on all our faces. Because as citizens in a democratic setup, when we have been given the power to vote, we should vote wisely. Before voting, we should study the past history of those ministers, of those politicians, and then give vote. Today, we have the power of internet. Everything is available in the internet today. Let us survey, let us research properly before we go to cast our valuable votes. Please, those who are, watching this video, but you are not 18 years, you are not eligible to vote, please tell this to your parents also. And help your parents to research. You help your parents to research before casting vote for any politician, for any minister, for any politician. Please explain them, research their background, on their background before your parents actually go to cast their valuable votes. All right. So with this, I would like to end the video. And once again, Merry Christmas, and to all of you. Paid notes are available on this lesson. I'm sorry. If you want to get paid notes, okay, then you have to DM me on Instagram, or you can mail at omnigyan538@gmail.com for details. What is the amount? What you have to do to get the paid notes? Okay. You DM me on Instagram, Omnigyan Instagram page. The link is given in the description box also, omnigyan538@gmail.com. Again, my mail link also available in the description box below. You can go and check it out. You can mail me if you want paid notes. Okay. So finally, please subscribe to the channel, like and share my videos, and please like my video, because I am doing a lot of hard work so that I can complete your your class 11 syllabus before your exams, so that you get maximum benefit. I'm providing you maximum notes free of cost. Some I have kept it exclusive because I have a team working for me. I have to pay them also. मेरे लिए 2-3 लोग हैं, एक टीम है, अभी मैंने एक टीम बनाया है, who are working for me. I have to pay them also. So I request you that though 95% of the 95% of the notes I'm providing free on my website omnigan.net, some will be exclusive. Okay, so you can scan these QR codes. This is my Instagram QR, this is my website QR. Okay, you will find these links in the description box also. So with this, I would like to end the video with love from Omnigan. Once again, Merry Christmas, Happy Christmas, and a blessed Christmas to all of you. Thank you so much for watching the video. With love from Omnigan. All the best to all of you. Thank you so much.